वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं मुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. So today we will discuss about Sati, the story of Sati. Before that, I would like I want to insist the importance of this class, right? Because nowadays I see even in preaching, this part of how women should be, how Mataji should be, how women should behave in this material world, that part is missing. So that's why women's population is 50% in the whole population, right? 50%. But if they don't know what is their service, what is their identity, and how should they behave, then the problem arises. So that's why my spiritual master instructed me, being a woman, you first learn what is your duties and how you should behave in family, what is important for women. All these things you learn and you practice and you preach. That was the instruction of my spiritual master. So in now I see that many places this three dharma is missing. So we decided to cultivate the young girls in Sri Dharma. Imagine if all these girls who are in this class become a wonderful chaste ladies. Then imagine you make a wonderful family, and then all these wonderful families, they became nice devotees, right? So that's why, okay, now we focus more on devotees, women devotees, right? So this is a story from a real story from Bhagavatam. In this material universe, there are so many things happened. The spiritual things are recorded in Bhagavatam, right? Mother Parvati is the first and supermost best lady in the whole universe. We all know. Mother and father means Lord Shiva and Lord Mother Parvati. But to teach us something, they do some pastimes. So here, Sati acted as a normal, uh, normal lady, we can say. Ultimately, Sati is mother of this whole universe, and she's the best and just lady. I'm repeating this because Mother Parvati is the external energy of the Supreme Lord. There is no way that she can commit any mistakes. But to teach us something, she took the role of an ordinary lady, how an ordinary lady behaves. So this pastime is very sweet. Means lots of lessons we need to learn. So the history starts like this, starting from Manu. The universal timings go according to the period of Manus. 14 Manus are there. In that, this particular Manu, I forgot his name, Swayambhuva Manu, or I don't know, Swayambhuva Manu. He has 3 daughters and 2 sons. Devahuti, Prasuti, Ahuti, and Uttanpada, Priyavrata. The 2 sons and 3 daughters. In this, the Prasuti, Devahuti is famous, which I think I narrated Devahuti story in this class. If not, I will narrate later. Prasuti got married to Prajapati Daksha. Who is this Prajapati Daksha? Small introduction. Prajapati means progenitus. When this material universe is created, a Lord created many progenitors so that they increase the population. Their mission is to increase the population, produce different living entities. Also, it includes Devi Devatas, Rakshasas, and human beings. So, progenitus means increasing the population, living entities. So, Prajapati Daksha's duty is to get married and produce children. But Daksha undoubtedly is a devotee of Lord Vishnu. But sometimes when somebody becomes advanced in devotional service, a weed also grows. What is this weed? Means in our consciousness, if we don't develop the bhakti lata, bhakti plant properly, bhakti creeper properly, along with that, all the impurities, there are so many seeds inside the mind that will also grow. So, along with his devotional service, he developed a false ego, high level of false ego, being a devotee. Because Prajapati Daksha was very powerful. When he walks, he shines, you know. Have you ever seen shining persons? Naturally, the devotional service gives somebody a shining in the body. So Prajapati Daksha was respected everywhere among the Devi Devatas in the demigod circle. So such a powerful person, he got married to Prasuti, and he had 16 daughters. 16 daughters, 13 got married to Dharma, and 3 got married to, 1 to Agni, 1 to Pitris, the 1 to Lord Shiva. Prajapati Daksha, though being a devotee, but as I said, he developed his false ego, ahankar, too much. With that ahankar, he couldn't recognize Lord Shiva. So this Lord Shiva, we all know one of the Mahajans is the topmost devotee. He is as good as God. Not God, as good as God. If you keep somebody in the next position to Supreme Lord, that is Lord Shiva. But he takes the mode of ignorance and appears here as Lord Rudra, Lord Shiva, to perform the destruction pastimes, destruction of the material universe. So Lord Shiva is in exalted position which Daksha never understood, because Daksha is fancy. Daksha is very opulent and fully materialistic. But Shiva is opposite. He lives in a graveyard. He doesn't wear much clothes. He's a very simple person, very renounced and simple and very austere, very compassionate. All good qualities in Lord Shiva. But this is the problem that mixed devotees, like Prajapati Daksha is a mixed devotee and Lord Shiva is a pure devotee. So it's difficult to understand a pure devotee by a mixed devotee. Our Prajapati Daksha never wanted to give his daughter, favorite daughter. Sati was favorite daughter to Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva and Sati, Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva are eternal couple. They are always together. So Lord Brahma, definitely the universal head, Lord Brahma, he suggested Prajapati Daksha to give in marriage Sati to Daksha. But Daksha, father is Brahma, so Daksha had to say yes, yes, because Brahma is superior. So Daksha agreed, but not in a full-hearted way. He said, okay, okay. So Sati got married to Lord Shiva. Many instances happened, but there was always a kind of friction between Lord Shiva and Daksha. Lord Shiva definitely not the cause for that friction. It's because of the false ego, the ahankar of Daksha. He never respected Lord Shiva. As a father-in-law's duty is to worship the son-in-law. These are all the rules which even everybody should know. Son-in-law is is younger in age, but still it is said in the Shastra that the father-in-law should respect the son-in-law also. But Prajapati Daksha's expectation is the vice versa, that I am your father-in-law, you should respect me. Lord Shiva had no problem in respecting Daksha. He never had any false ahankar or. Lord Shiva is absolutely perfect person, absolutely perfect. So once in the assembly of demigods, big assembly, many occasions happens in the higher planets. So in once big assembly happened, in that assembly, everyone were there. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, many Indra, Chandra, Surya, Agni, Vayu, many demigods and Gandharvas, Kinnaras, all this were assembled. Big population. Everybody seated in their respected seats. But in that assembly, Daksha entered. When he entered, definitely a glow, a fancy, this thing happened. So the demigods got up from their seats and gave their respect to Daksha. Brahma didn't, because Brahma is father of Daksha, so he need not get up and he was there. But Lord Shiva, what should Lord Shiva do? Spiritually, Lord Shiva is in a higher position. He need not get up for Daksha. But materially, Daksha is father-in-law, so Lord Shiva should get up or say greetings or something should be done. But Lord Shiva had no such thing in his mind, but he was in deep meditation. This is the nature of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a great, grand devotee, always in thought of Krishna, always meditating. If you see him, he is always in the meditating position. So he was meditating. So he didn't notice when Daksha came or it. He was in the meditation. He didn't notice that Daksha entered that assembly. But Daksha got very offended. So he started chastising. A big scene happened there. When Daksha chastised, criticized Lord Shiva, or he doesn't have any house, he doesn't have any money, he's like a beggar. All these things, all these criticisms which Daksha did is actually a glorification. Because Lord Shiva doesn't need an house, everything is his house. Lord Shiva is renounced of everything. So he didn't respond also. If something is not befitting us, we don't respond. That is the higher quality. If somebody is criticizing you, you're a rascal, you're a fool. If you are a fool, we get agitated. And that doesn't belong to me. Why should I take it? So Lord Shiva was not at all offended. This is how great in a big assembly, somebody is criticizing. Lord Shiva again was very cool, very calm, quiet, observing Daksha, you see. But the followers of Lord Shiva are not in the level of Lord Shiva, so they couldn't tolerate it. So they gave back Daksha. Similarly, Daksha's followers gave back. So a big verbal battle happened there. That's a big description is there in the very nicely it is described in the Bhagavatam how each other verbal fight happened. Lord Shiva told the followers to keep quiet, but they didn't listen. One thing is what they did is correct because a Vaishnava may tolerate offenses for himself. But a real Vaishnava should not tolerate any offense towards his master. Maybe Supreme Lord, we should not tolerate the offense for Supreme Lord and other Vaishnavas. So if we are not able to kill the person or punish the person who is offending a Vaishnava, we should not stay there. This is the rule, by the Shastra. Like if we are very fragile and we are very weak, or if it is like that, it is there in this Shastra that if we cannot punish the Vaishnava offender, then we should not stay there. So the followers of Lord Shiva, followers of Lord Shiva are not in the pure state also. They are Bhutakanas, Nandi, all these people. So they are not in the pure state. So they told they were offending, fighting is going on. Lord Shiva tried to stop it. Nobody is willing to listen to him. So he left the place. Finished. Lord Shiva was not there. He left without saying any single word. So now everything went off okay. If you don't talk, then nothing happens. Fine, finished. This Daksha is always pomp and show. Some devotees are like that, right? They always pomp and show myself, how great I am. So he started one great sacrifice. So that great sacrifice definitely is, it's a universal event. So he invited all the demigods. Again, it's a big event. Like in the material world, if some Olympics happens, some Miss World, Miss Universe competition happens, or something, cricket match happens. So the world is watching that. Oh, they are behind it day and night, watching this, that. Some award ceremonies. These things are happening in the material world. In the spiritual world, sorry, not in the spiritual, in the upper planets, sacrifices. The demigods are very opulent. They have everything. So they perform sacrifices to please the Supreme Lord. Of course, the demigods are mixed devotees and they perform great sacrifices to please Lord Vishnu. Prajapati Daksha, definitely a devotee, so he wanted to please Lord Vishnu and he was performing. He arranged grand ceremony. You cannot imagine such a grand ceremony here in this material world. So, uh, but Mother Sati, she was not a very grown-up girl. Not even she attained her puberty. That's why she didn't have any child also. Young girl. And she was with Lord Shiva in a simple lifestyle. So one day she was observing that the demigods' wives were beautifully dressed and they are flying in the sky. Oh, colorfully, they are all colorful. So Sati was inquiring, no, what is this? What is happening? They all, we don't know, your father is conducting a big sacrifice. We are all going to that sacrifice. So grand feast, lots of gold jewelries, so silk saris, colorful flowers, beautiful decorations, the expensive things everywhere. It's spread opulence only. Now, this is womanly nature to be to get decorated, to go to some parties, to go to wedding, to go to festivals, to celebrate events. All these things are there in any woman. Stree means expansion. Stree means what? Expansion. That's why, my dear ladies, the renounced life is not meant for ladies, women. Because women always wants to enjoy, colorfully be dressed. But that is not against Shastra. As far as a woman is following her dharma, sticking to only one husband, she's allowed to enjoy a little bit with nice clothes, nice ornaments, to remain auspicious. Auspiciousness is very important for ladies. I have seen some ladies, they remain like beggars. Well, yeah, because in the name of devotional service, they look very simple. But a married woman should decorate herself naturally, not with artificial things. Naturally, with kumkum and haldi, this turmeric powder, and natural incense and gold jewelries, glass bangles, so silver anklets. So a woman is allowed to remain very auspicious. That is good for her. But Sati married to a simple person, like a great renunciant. So she is leading a simple life, but never Lord Shiva stopped her from being opulent. He can give the whole universe to her. But here, she saw the flying demigods, the ladies. Oh, okay, my father is having a big assembly of a big festival, so I also want to go. My father, no. Sati was favorite daughter of Daksha, the youngest one. Youngest is always favorite, no. So she started developing a deep desire to go to her father's house, father's event, because everybody is going. It's my father's event. Why not me? Okay. But the problem is, Daksha wanted to show himself that I am very powerful than Lord Shiva. This event happened to ignore Lord Shiva, to degrade, to insult Lord Shiva. This is a well planned event. He wanted to make Lord Shiva, ignore Lord Shiva. So that's like a revengeful, it's inimically he was performing all these things, which Sati didn't know. Sati didn't know. So full of fancy things, colorful things going on. So Sati, oh, my father is having a very great festival, so I should also go. So she goes to Lord Shiva, Swami. Now, when women want something, they have tactics. You should also learn. That is good only. Humbly, we should approach father or husband. Please, please, I want to go. Give me permission. That is nice. That one women should go. If she wants to go anywhere, she should take the permission of before marriage father, parents, after marriage husband. But after marriage, it is always suggested that she should go along with husband, not alone. Not alone. Always in all the occasions, she should travel with the husband, not independently. No independency for women. No independent. So this is the right etiquette that Sati followed, went to her husband and pleasingly asked, my dear husband, my Swami, all are going to my father's house. I also want to go. We will also go. She said in the beginning, she said, we will go, come. Innocent she is. Lord Shiva said, you don't know? Your father has no respect for me. There is a law that if somebody is not respecting you, you should not go there. In devotee circle, if some devotee is not invited without any internal motives, if some kirtan is going on, some festival is going on, we can go. There we don't have false ego, you didn't invite me. For kirtan and for anything spiritual, any lectures, we should go. This kind of formalities are not there. But this is a festival by card. Without that card, you are not entered there, right? Some invitations happens. Like in devotee, I'm living in a devotee community where we just call or send a WhatsApp message, please come. Or sometimes we know that means we don't even expect that, but still it is the concerned devotees, they invite. And one thing is, it's also sometimes if you host a marriage ceremony in Mayapur, Rajapur is a place where we conduct marriages. I have seen in many marriages, it's usually the devotional culture is anyone can come for prasadam, and anyone join the marriage or prasadam party, and then. But if the performer of that marriage has a small budget, what will happen? That I have seen that all population come and eat. The marriage people, they don't have anything to eat. So in that case, they give some coupons or they give some tags to invite the VIPs or the concerned devotees related to that marriage party. So we make it particular that, not all the public come and eat and go, and then our budget goes out. So invitation is needed in such occasions. So here Daksha is making this plan to insult Lord Shiva, which Lord Shiva know everything, past, present, and future, and the minds of people. He knows everything. Is what is going to happen, Lord Shiva know. Then he is teaching Sati what is Tridharma. He says, I am not respected there. When husband is not respected, the wife is not supposed to go to that place. Whoever it may be. It may be the wife's parents. And the wife's duty that she should not go alone to her parents' house without husband. If in occasions like childbirth, where the husband cannot stay for long, the wife can go with the permission of the husband. So there are some rules. So Lord Shiva said, you got married to me, now you are my property. Wife is the property of husband. So the wife should know that if my husband is not respected, I cannot go there. So Shiva is saying that I am not respected there. Sati is arguing with him that, that is a small thing. You should forgive him. And it is a family affair, right? You are part of that family. Your son-in-law, you are part of that family. Nothing wrong that why do you expect a formal invitation? Lord Shiva says, yes, I don't need any formal invitation, but I know that definitely I am not respected there. That's why I don't want to come. If I come there, definitely Daksha will disrespect me, and that will be even more painful for you. So I don't want to go. And I suggest I guide you. You are not supposed to go there. Here comes the problem. When husband and wife have different ideas, different interest, then it comes a clash. So here, the wife should always sacrifice her desire. That's what the Shastra says. To go the family life smoothly, the wife should sacrifice. Okay, today you don't want to come for a shopping mall. Okay, I will not go. I have seen one lady. She had a fight for the television. This is 30 years ago. She was my childhood friend. She got very early married, and she had a child also. And she had a fight with her husband. They were very good couple. For what? She asked for a color television. He said, I will definitely get now. I don't have money. I have to apply for loan and other things. Please wait. The fight. You get me, get me, get me, get me. So the women's nature, for material things is very, very strong. So when the fight went up, then some verbal fight happened, and then she said, I will commit suicide. The husband took for this simple matter, she will commit suicide. He took it very casually. But what she did, she went into a room, closed herself, burnt herself. But when the burning was happening, it was like she wanted to threaten him. She didn't think that she would commit, but it became serious. The stupidity, the size stupidity of that lady. Then she wanted to open the door. She couldn't open the door. Somehow she opened, and and she asked the help of the husband. Of course, ultimately, husband thought, "What stupidity you did! I said I will get you TV. Why?" Then he carried her to the hospital. But in hospital, after a few days of suffering, she left the body. Imagine burning. Huh? She was begging to the doctor, "Please help me, so that I can live. I don't want to leave my husband and daughter." It's high stupidity. Huh? So when husband says something, I don't wait, be patient. What is this? We ladies should remain simple. Oh, yes, yes, okay, fine, okay, fine. Wait, be patient. So here it's a big conversation between Lord Shiva and Sati, and it's like a guru and disciple. But husband, qualified husband. I'm not talking about unqualified husband. Qualified husband is a guru, pati guru. Ideally, the situation should be like this. The husband takes initiation from the guru, and the wife follows the husband. And the wife doesn't go separately to have a guru. It's always through husband. Husband is the first guru, and then through husband, she gets the spiritual master. And this is ideal. But now in Kali Yuga, okay, both can take initiation together, go in the same path together, like that. So, for Sati, ultimately, Lord Shiva is the guru. You can see in Bhatma Puran, there is always conversation between Mother Parvati and Shiva. Always Shiva is guiding her. Shiva also has a love for Parvati, Sati, and they are very understanding couple. Actually, for many lifetimes, they are together in this material world. They are eternal couple. So now, but to make a lila and to give a lesson to Daksha, there are so many incidences is going to happen along with that. So the Lord's plan is to destroy the false ego of Daksha. So many other intricate things are there. To understand Bhagavatam, there are different angles. Now we take the angle of Sri Dharma only in this pastime. We are not taking other aspects of this pastime. There are many aspects of this aspects in this pastime. Especially, this is a very very deep thing. In Bhagavatam, everything is very deep. But here we see only women aspect, how women should be, how she should be, what is her duty in such situations, what happens, what happens if she doesn't listen to the husband. So what happens now? We are going to see what happened. Lord Shiva tried to convince her. There I am not respected. Don't go. Then she is adamant now. Young girl, no? Oh, no, no, I want to go, I want to go. Internally, the acharyas are saying internally she wanted to go and ask her father, why you are not respecting my husband? So that was their internal mood. But still, she had a kind of materialism to enjoy the thing. That is the nature of the women. So we women should be very careful that this enjoying propensity should not destroy the uh, principles of life, grasta ashram. There are some principles for us to follow. Stri dharma. That Stri dharma should not be destroyed by the materialism. Materialism that we have lots of lust, greed, anger, all these qualities should not destroy Stri dharma. Stri dharma comes first. So this lesson we learn from this. Yeah, okay, let it be enjoyment. But for me, following my husband is the first priority. To please him is my first priority. The rest is it's okay. So that should be your mood. So now she's not listening now. Then Lord Shiva said, okay, if you want to go, you can go. Go. Go, he says, go. He knows that she will go, but she will not come back. Then she says, why you are inauspiciously speaking? Why you are saying go? You bless me and send me. He says, I know what is going to happen. If you go there, you will be insulted there. Getting an insult is equal to death. It is death. She is going to die also. It is death. You'll be insulted there. I know that is going to happen. And you are not listening to me. I have no problem. Please go ahead. What happens then? She's angry. Women are whimsical. Prabhupada is writing. Women are whimsical. They don't have steady mind. They don't have correct intelligence. These are all true. Because emotionally they are not intelligent. That's why it is said that women are less intelligent. The universal mother is teaching us this lesson. Yes, I am also like that. Mother of this universe. She is playing the role of an ordinary woman to teach us that, you are a woman means you are less intelligent. Accept that first. Accept this. How? Means in situations, she doesn't know what to take right decision. To make right decision, we should be connected with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Then women can make right decisions. If we are not connected properly, then the woman is in illusion. The connection should be proper channel. She should know what is my duty, and the connection should be proper. Yes, she disconnects herself from the husband. Husband is Guru. Husband is the Lord. Controller. He is the controller of the universe. He can destroy the world in a minute. But he is very patient. Okay. No. I'm part of this Leela as a son-in-law or as a husband. So he's playing that role. So Mother Sati walks out very fast. Then, the followers, she's Maharani, no? The followers are there, Bhutagana, Pretagana, all Ganas, Nandi, all these people are there. So they gave her a nice canopy. She is seated on a bull. So their bells ringing because she is their Rani, Maharani. So she should have some respect from going from husband's house to the father's. We should arrange a taxi or a car or right as a flight or a train. Our lady should travel properly. So they are arranging some travel things, and she is going in a very angry mood. Angry mood. She got angry both on Lord Shiva and Lord and Daksha. So now she entered the arena where sacrifice going on, but nobody, especially Daksha, didn't bother. He didn't welcome her. If a loving father see the daughter, the daughter falls at the feet of the father, then the father embraces her. No, this is the father is like, like recently my father came to my house. I fell at his feet. No, he's very happy, Um, so this is like, blood relation. The father has a natural love for the daughter. You know. My father was very strict when I was young, very strict. I was not good in English, so once I was introducing my classmate as my friend. In my class, my father came. Then I said, "He's my friend." Then, when I came home, he was very heavy on me. Don't you know the difference between classmate and friend? Is your friend or classmate? He was very heavy on me. I said, no, father, I don't even talk to him. Because in our time, boys and girls sit separately. In only 11th and 12th grade, I had, in a school where co-education was there. Otherwise, I studied only in girls' school, girls' college, girls, everything, girls, girls, girls. But without proper understanding, I introduced him as my, I was, he saw, and then I said, as my friend. Then I understood, okay, I should not have any friend, male friends. That was the teaching. You should not have any male friends. Yes. So, but later, my life was designed by my parents, not by myself. My mother used to clearly tell, we will decide good for you. You abide by it. But when I got really nice husband, then she said, you see, you were so much for, because in my time itself, the society was very forwarded. All my classmates made love marriage, they have chosen their own husbands. So all these things happened, but my family was very conservative, very, very conservative. They didn't allow me to do anything independently. But later they told me that it's because for your benefit. So here, father's duty is to love the daughter, and he only arranged the marriage of Lord Shiva, marriage between Sati and Lord Shiva. It's not that Sati had a love marriage and went away. It's because due to the higher arrangements, by the suggestion of Lord Brahma, she got married. Now, his duty is to respect Sati, right? But he failed. He failed. He didn't bother. Because you are wife of my enemy. Go away. What is this stupidity? But the Prasuti, mother of Sati, she was very fearful of her husband. And her sisters, Sati's sister, there are 16, no? 15 others, they were all calling her, hey, please come. Little bit fear was there inside them, but still, they just, okay, acted. Okay, come, 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 Sati. Then Sati was not willing. Sati, bold, very bold, no? She is also Durga. See, she is the universal superintendent. She got really furious. She chastised Daksha like anything. What do you think? Uh, you can you? Then, she vented all her right anger on him. She had the right anger. It is not wrong anger, it is a right anger. She questioned her father. Daksha was not bothered. She could have killed him by her small vision, just by glance, because she had a power to kill Daksha. She didn't do. She said, this body was given by you. So in front of you, wait, burn it. She is a powerful yogini, mystic yoga. So she sits in meditation, thinking of Lord Shiva, leaves the body. The pastimes of Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, Mother Parvati takes different lives, but Shiva takes only one. So when she takes birth and then she leaves the body, then Lord Shiva takes the skull of the body, and then that's what he's always wearing, a skull mala, a mala made of all the skull of, because he is attached to Parvati. So she burns herself, teaching Daksha a heavy lesson. Then there a big, then Lord Shiva got angry, real angry. So he sends Veerabhadra, destroyer, like a demon, powerful person. He came and he destroyed all the battalion of Lord Shiva comes and then smashes the sacrificial area. They cut off the head of Daksha. Head is the place where somebody is having head weight, we say, no, head weight, having, ahankar. So that is being cut, and then everything, the situation becomes cool down when Lord Vishnu also came there, and Lord Brahma, everybody came, and the cools down the situation. Then Daksha was given the head of a goat, you see. Then he realizes he was crying for his daughter. So now this is the pastime, but here the lesson which we have to learn is that a woman should always follow husband's instructions. Sometimes it may be some husband give wrong instruction. Some husbands, if they, for example, if a husband says to drink alcohol, eat meat, wife should humbly refuse. Okay. There also, it is not suggested that you fight, you make a verbal fight, physical fight, this fight, that fight. Humbly and strongly, humble and strong. If it is against a religious principle. If you see the life of Mandodari, she got married to a demon, Rakshasa. Ravana, Mandodari knows 100% what he is doing is terrible offense. She used to tell him, see, they are Lord, Narayana and Lakshmi incarnated as Sita and Ram. Please don't play with them. Please don't do this. She was then telling him. But always with him only. No divorce. Mandodari didn't divorce. She was with him. Mandodari has her own glories, right? So here, one should listen to the husband, the dharmic husband, whatever he says, mostly. If it is adharma, then we should not follow that adharma. But for that, we should not make a big fight also. The family's peace is in the hands of women. If women keep quiet, 50% of the problem is stopped there. We are not women, we are devotees. Right? Are we women? Generally, women are mentioned as sense enjoyers, less intelligent, whimsical, bodily conscious. You see the outside women, any women you see, they are running after the career. Their mind is filled with money, 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 career, 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 beauty. This is filled with filth. But devotee women's mind is filled with chanting, holy name, dharma, all these things. So difference is there. Devotee women is connected with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. So we should apply these higher principles in our life. And follow the devotee husband. If husband is not a devotee, you follow Guru and Sadhu Shastra in an humble way. So now time is gone. So I thought of giving another nice story from South India, but now our time is gone. So now I would like to hear from you, your opinion. There are some new devotees also in this group, right? Yeah. So I would like to hear from you now. Doubts or comments?
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji.
Pranam Jyoti. Sorry, I haven't answered your WhatsApp question.
No problem, Mataji.
Things went very, very big. Karthik and other guests and so many things. Sorry,
No problem, no problem, Mataji.
I'll answer your question.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, I was asking, there is one girl, she's just 18 years old and she's in first year of her college and she chants 16 rounds. She's a good devotee.
Hmm.
She has a faith in Krishna and all, but she has a boyfriend now.
Hmm.
And it's very hard to her to get detached from him. And her family is also against the process of Krishna consciousness. That why are you chanting? Why are you doing all these things? And why are you showing off?
Hmm.
So, Mataji, what's the advice for her and the society? What should we say to the society?
If she's a devotee, then she should know this also. Like boyfriend, if he is not a devotee, then the chanting 16 rounds, all these things will go.
Hmm.
She should she should know this. What is important to her?
Hmm.
Boyfriend is a devotee.
No, no, no.
If
He's
not
not,
devotee, then okay. But
but
if
he chants 1 or 2 rounds when she says to him. Like, I don't know the whole thing, but it happens sometimes.
one more thing I think is that if the relationship is too depth, if it is superficial, then she should leave.
Hmm.
It is not superficial. If they went beyond certain level, she should remain chaste. No, see, you love this person, you love that person, you love that person, you marry somebody else. That is not
Hmm.
nice.
Matchi, it's superficial only, but it's for hard. It's very hard to her to get detached from him and leave everything behind and start a new life again. She wants to do it, but it's becoming hard.
She will listen to you.
Yeah, she does, but uh,
And then let her go on.
but she talks to him even after so many advices.
Then if she is not listening to you, you don't give her advice
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
you are young, right? You are young.
Hmm.
You're young, unmarried, huh? Married.
She is unmarried.
You are married, right?
I'm married. She's just 18 years old. She's
Mm.
hmm.
Now, if she is not listening to you,
Hmm.
how you can control her? Your advices will go waste.
Hmm. Mataji, it's about the association. Whenever she talks to me, she is fine with everything, whatever I say. But whenever she talks to him,
Hmm.
then everything goes in
That means
vain.
she's whimsical.
Uh-huh.
Now, no steady mind.
Hmm.
Sthira buddhi. No sthira buddhi.
Hmm.
Then how will you guide her? You please be peaceful. Because the Vidhi ka Vidan. Vidhi will.
Yeah, but people are pointing, why are you chanting Hare Krishna? This is nothing. This is just a show
To
off.
whom? To
Her
whom?
family is like that.
To her or to you?
To her and to me also.
You don't bother. You are a
That
strong person, right?
Hare Krishna is just whimsical. They are saying that like that.
You say
Her
that
family.
Shadi Shastra says this is. You don't argue. In the neophyte state, I say that unless you take initiation, unless you become a strong person, you should not argue. You just keep going. Ignore all this. If you take
Okay.
everything inside, then you will become like them.
Hmm.
Or in the neophyte state, you may not be able to convince them. You are convinced, but convince
Hmm.
others, you need to be thorough with the Shastras, all these things.
Hmm.
So understand your position. Like, if you are a dull person, how will you fight in the war? If you are a strong
Hmm.
person, then, for example, a tree. So if it is a small plant, even a small animal can smash it. But if it
Hmm.
is a tree, how it can be cut off? Tree is very
Hmm.
strong, big, deep rooted. To cut it, you need a big weapons. So if our devotional service is very strong, like like a tree, nobody can stop us. But if you are like a plant, anyone can
Hmm.
smash and destroy your bhakti. This is
Hmm.
not happening to your friend. And she is
Yes, ma'am.
whimsical. Some people that sentimentally take Krishna conscious.
Yeah, she is very emotional kind of girl.
And you don't get disturbed.
Okay, Mataji.
Because, in this world, if somebody is serious, they will be like,
Mm,
I have seen some girls here also. I have seen Vanita, Ruchira Mataji, and also Ria. Ria is newly coming. They are very serious. So if
mm,
they know that this person is my well-wisher and I will follow whatever you say, they will follow.
mm,
You guide such person.
mm,
Now I'm a mentor since many years. I see the persons, I give them my guidance. But after some years, I come to know that it's like, only to gain some domestic helps. They are behind me, then I cut off there. Okay, why to waste time? Why to waste time? So your time is very valuable. And
yes, Mataji.
especially when women think of others' problems, women are very weak, fragile, no?
Mm,
When you think of others' problem, then you get sick, physically sick.
yes, Mataji.
You have your own life. You have your husband to take care, your family to uh, run. So if you take the other's problem into your head, then you will fall sick,
Mm,
right? So
yes, Mataji.
just you give her prasadam, encourage her to chant, and then don't interfere in their
Yes, Mataji.
thing. Hmm?
Thank you, Mataji.
If she comes and asks, and that, I will follow whatever you tell, that time you can say.
Mm.
Hmm?
Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Hare
That,
Krishna.
so,
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Nakshatra. Yes, tell.
Namaste Mataji.
Wonderful.
Mataji, I just have a small question.
Yes,
How to learn being tolerant, Mataji?
being tolerant.
Ho- How to practice the tolerance quality?
If you chant properly, then Krishna will give you this capability, tolerate, tolerate. And you understand the science of Krishna consciousness. You will understand how the material world, we see the material world is always troubling us. So if you say that I don't want to tolerate, then you will be beaten up, right?
Yes,
When the
Mataji.
adverse effects comes, then better I feel that women should try to be submissive and tolerate. Krishna will help us to come out of it. Keep praying. Tolerating what? That is what situations of physical tolerance or mental tolerance. I'm not able to.
Uh,
What what kind of tolerance?
like when someone criticizes us, being tolerant?
Yes, Krishna science. That criticize of what? Body or intelligence?
Uh, Criticizing like
Behavior?
our intelligence, behavior, Mataji.
Behavior. Just don't bother. Don't bother. What I do is I just take the criticism and say that, it is not mine. You criticize me, it is not mine. You keep quiet, yes. If I react, for example, if somebody is saying you are a fool, if I react that I prove that I am a fool. If they say that you are a fool, I'm not a fool. So I keep going. So when such action comes, you don't react. Keep quiet. Okay, fine. One more thing is when we are criticized, our bad karma goes off. No, you should be happy then.
Yes,
Should be
Mataji.
happy.
Thank you,
If
Mataji.
some person is unnecessarily criticizing you, they will feel ashamed. Ashamed. Yeah, I'm criticizing such a nice person. I am a stupid person. Then they will come to know that if you keep quiet. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. By hearing many pastimes, we can develop tolerance. So women need to be very tolerant in many ways, especially when you go to in-laws place. They may say that, why you are not trained properly, you are not cooking properly. So all these criticisms will come. There you have to accept if it is real. If it is real, you have to accept it. Sorry, I will learn. Don't worry. I'm a new person. Please forgive me. This should be your mood. Then they will say, oh, they will get ashamed. So you please develop these nice qualities. Yes. If it is true, we should accept. If our behavior is not good, and if somebody is, yes, I will try to improve myself. I was in the beginning, when I was young, I was a very angry person. Very angry person. Now also anger is there. But this introspection came when I chanted and when I got initiated, when I was suggested by nice devotees that you get very angry unnecessarily, all these things. Then when I introspect, there is a thing called introspection. Who am I? How my behavior is? When you do introspection, you can identify the impurities in you. The first step of rectification is identification of your bad qualities. Then they will go. They will go. When you identify, you don't have that. That is the first step, and the second step, you will act for it. Okay, I don't have patience. You will develop patience. That's all happens when you chant properly. Because each individual is guided from within. Outside also, Krishna sends devotees, senior devotees, Maharajas, all this. But inside, Paramatma is there. For everyone, even animals are guided by the Lord. You observe animals, birds. They get intelligence in many things. How? How? The Lord is guiding them. Oh, go and eat there. Some rice is there. Go fly here. Make your nest here. All these things are Antaryami Paramatma guiding them. So for us also we get guidance. The human being, what they do, they just close the voice of the Lord. Lord is always guiding us properly in the right way. But we close our ears. So we don't hear. And if there is lots of noises, we will not hear the noise of the Lord. Imagine I am speaking and everyone is speaking. All your mic is off. But if you switch on your mic and you are all speaking, but you cannot hear what I am speaking, right? Lots of noise. So the person who is your well-wisher or good person, senior who is speaking, you will not hear. Same thing with Antaryami Param. If our mind is completely clouded with so many thoughts, the Krishna's instruction, Krishna's guidance will not reach ourselves. So we will miss them. He is actually guiding us. Correct? So for that, you need to be chanting. If you chant purifiedly, in a sincere way, Krishna will guide you. Otherwise, fate is guiding us, our own fate. Okay? Yes? Any other question? Okay. So we will meet next Saturday with a nice story. Please be in touch. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.